me and Patrick, who couldn't make it today because of certain obligations, but he'll be here on Saturday. We're actually creating a children's book, a children's coloring book called Debajo de las Manos Nubes. Sorry, my Spanish isn't very good. So Patrick can pronounce it much better. I'm doing a real thing. But yeah, so I'm writing the book, and Patrick is currently illustrating the book. And we're selling this book, and this book has dual effect for the kids both in the United States and in the Bate. Having a more educational purpose for kids in the United States, and it was sold the profit to benefit kids in the DR, which I'll explain a little more later. So you're probably like, Debajo, what did you just say? What language is that even in? So basically it means in English, under the same clouds, Patrick named it. And it's about these two pen pals who've been communicating for quite a while now. And then one of the friends, pen pals, Jose, who's right here, we had better illustrations on Saturday. It just got corrupted, so I had to improvise. So Jose would go visit Thomas in the United States. And basically, the purpose of this book, well, we have four goals for the kids who's reading in the United States, or the stories being read to the United States. One, spread cultural awareness. So Jose just came to the United States, basically. Jose just came to the United States, and he'll be often contrasting his hometown, the Bate, to the United States. So like things such as infrastructure and food, stuff like that. In addition to that, Spanish. So he just came from the DR, so I can guarantee you won't be like completely fluent in English. So like there'll be times where like when he says a name of an object, he would say it in Spanish. So he would look at his table and say, "Oh, mesa," if I pronounced it right, mesa. Yeah, but he wouldn't be completely fluent in English. So kids would be also getting a little taste of Spanish as well. In addition to that, we also have art as well. It's a coloring book. All the pages in the book will be outlined. So kids are free to color whatever colors they want. And then a study in the University of California shows that exposing kids to art earlier helps prevent development early on, mental development, such as memorization, stuff like that. And of course, it's a book. It also helps promote reading, which is always beneficial. And then, like, how would it help the DR? Like I mentioned earlier, the profit would be sent to the DR, and we hope to have like all the profit be given towards like education, spent on educational wise stuff, like such as school renovations, paper, pens, stuff like that. But it's okay, like say like if we donate like 1,000 and only 500 is needed for like the school, they're free to spend whatever they want, like hospital, roads, whatever stuff they need. Okay, next. So like, good idea and all, but what exactly inspired you to do this? So, like what we said earlier, me and Patrick wanted to make a dual impact, and education is a really big thing that we want to help. We want to help benefit in both communities, considering that like nowadays, like education is like really important now to help ensure to have a good future. So we think this could be like a good stepping stone for this. And then like also, we will potentially was able to travel over the summer, and I had an opportunity to stay in the Bate, which is basically a rural area in the Dominican Republic, which really didn't have like as much resources as we would in the United States. And then like in the Central, also known as I guess Center in English, they have books, but not a lot of them are in a good quality. In addition to that, we also brought some coloring books over to DR too, but like the kids didn't really have any like coloring supplies to color it, so like they had to use like our markers we use on the whiteboard. So like the funding, like this could be really important because we could help like actually like with the funding provided to the kids in the DR, we'll be able to like help give them the resources they need to like help them like make every day better, like provide them the necessities and essentials. And also we love art too, so like why not spread it to everyone? So okay, so like measuring the success of this book, we plan to make a few goals for us. So we want to sell at least 250 copies by the summer, June, May time, and send at least $3,000 to the DR as well by this same time in May. So, and also to help measure success, like to the more familiar customers, so like family, close friends, if they buy the book, we also give them these optional surveys in which they can fill out, saying like their thoughts and opinions on the book. So, and that'll help like give us like a better measure of like how we're doing and what do we need to improve and stuff like that. And we also made a timeline to follow, which could help, which could also help us measure our success. So in December, currently this month, me and Patrick are still making the book, getting the illustrations, the script down, and we want to be completely done by January. So by January, we should be proofreading, getting the pictures all finished up. So make sure like all the blurry parts are evened out, no like distorted images or like misspelled Spanish stuff. Like we need to make sure it's down and packed by February. And that's when we get the books ordered. And meanwhile, like during the gap of not having the books, we're just gonna start campaigning the book and getting pre-orders. So we know like we already have like so our book and Sarah, could you help me name the gallery?
The Grand Circle Gallery?
Yeah, the Grand Circle Gallery. So we already started spreading awareness. We have the book advertised in Grand Circle Gallery. So we probably get like a pre-order sheet there, just in case people want some. And then like we also have a lot of networks me and Patrick connected to, in which we start advertising and getting pre-orders and stuff like that. And then when we do get the book, which is hopefully be March, we start selling until May, sell basically. Selling as much as possible to reach our goal. And then in April, we know that like our book is basically targeted towards kids. So like teenagers may not benefit really from the book unless they want to. So like we do plan to have workshops at like some of our networks. Some of our networks we explain later help spreading this cultural awareness. And then then in June, hopefully we'll reach our goal and send all of our money and maybe a book or two to the Block Days in Dominican Republic. So our main network is Global Potential, and we hope to get most of our volunteers from there. And then also what's cool about Global Potential, they have networks set up in both New York and Paris. Well, I'm not sure they sell in Paris considering like mostly like French speakers there. But in New York though, it's a great way to like get the word of our book out and have more potential buyers since we're Global Potentials in multiple locations. And like also cool thing too, one of our Global Potential members, one of my fellow members came up with, they get access to Spanish teachers for extra credit. If Spanish teachers can give out extra credit if students buy the book. And I know like a lot of teachers in my school give out extra credit for stuff like that, so that could be an awesome way to get more potential buyers. And so like I said earlier, we'll rely on them for like a lot of our volunteers for sellers. And then what's cool about Global Potential too, they have a point system which in order to travel and the more points you have, the more likely to be considered to travel during the summer. So hopefully if we get like if you sell the book, we can use that as help motivation to help them gain more points so they can travel during the summer, which is one of the reasons why we chose Sarah to be our allies in addition to, she's very experienced in social adventures like this and also fundraising events, so yeah, she would be like a great tool for, well not tool, but like a great asset for us. Without using you. A great asset for us.
You can use me.
For our project.
She's willing to help.
So me and Patrick are like really involved in the community. So our schools, we have a whole bunch of clubs, Multicultural Club, Art Club, and TAG, we could probably gather some volunteers to sell and run our workshops at, in addition to Yawkey Boys and Girls Club. So like the children's book is targeted towards kids, and Yawkey Boys and Girls Club range from kids from 6 to 12. And I've been there since I was 6 myself, so I'm a really great member. And they really, really love me there, so I know like they'll be willing to like support a cause that I'm willing to support too. So like I know I'm able to get like a lot of parents on the train. And then Stepping Stone, I work there as well, and there's a lot of teenagers there who like really love to learn. So workshops would be really great to run there. Patrick works for Artists for Humanity, so so we could run workshops there if he could if they allow. I'm not too sure about that. That's like more Patrick's territory. But Global Potential, which I mentioned earlier. So what happens after June with the project keep going? And basically, it's not like as soon as you graduate from GP or something like despair, like with the money, like never show up again. Like it's a pretty simple project. It's mostly like selling and donating. So it's not that hard to keep managing once me and Patrick do go off to college. And in fact, when we do go off to college, we'll have more. There'll be more people we meet, and therefore more customers we hope to sell to. Therefore, generating more revenue to give to DR. So. Yeah, there's no reason why like the project shouldn't be continuing unless like I don't know, like every single like printing company like burns down or something. But yeah. So next slide. Sorry. So new leaders in place. Like it's not really mandatory for us to find new leaders, but we're always welcome to have more help. So like especially during our workshop time in April, we'd be more than happy to recruit new members. If no one doesn't want to join, that's perfectly fine. Like, say if I'm really busy, like for my exam or something, Patrick is always there to help me, and vice versa. So, but we're always open to take new leaders, especially like if they want resume building or want to learn how to manage stuff. This is a cool way for them to learn how to do so. And yeah, so it's all about the money. Let's get back on topic. So we found a good deal this at a website called Print in Place. And basically, for 250 copies, non-gloss, so it could be colored, 22 pages, which includes the cover, so it's a 20-page book. It's in total about $783, which might seem like a lot at first, but trust me, like when you break it down, it's much more like it makes much more sense. So divide that by 250, the unit price for each individual book is $3.13. And basically, if we sell each book for $20, we will make a profit of $16.87 off of every book. And therefore, turning at 20, we hope to generate overall revenue of $4,217.50. And yeah, that's a lot of money. And then especially like donating that back to the DR, a dollar for us is worth around 40 pesos for them. So like just donating just like $4,000 to them is about 160,000 pesos for them, which is really, really a lot for them. And then yeah, we could seriously make a difference for them and help their education, whatever necessities they need. And we don't intend to give them like every single penny because we do need money, such as for fundraising events in our workshops, for snacks for that during April time. I'm shipping some books over to New York and maybe Paris. I don't know about that. And yeah, and of course, and some money aside to reordering the books. So it causes a cycle. So after you finish selling like 250, you go order the next set. So yeah. So other options so we know like parents will be willing to like buy the book for $20, but for teenagers who may not have a job, they'd be like, I don't want to spend $20 on this. I go to McDonald's. So like luckily with Patrick's connection of Arts for Humanity, he might be able to make pins for free, and if not really cheaply. So we sold that for $1 to help generate profit. And then $20 is not a final price. We're considering it, but I don't know. We're still talking about it. And so we really need you for this project in order to make it work. And with your support of $1,000, you'll not only be benefiting like the reader, a child in the United States, but a child in the Dominican Republic. So for every 250 books we sell, we benefit 500 kids. And you can really make a difference in a children's life if you do support our project. So thank you if you do decide to make a contribution.